Yo, what's up YouTube? LeFrenchyCG coming back at you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been able to stream lately. My life has kind of been hectic. We've had stuff going on around our apartment with the shower leaking, for example. It's been going on for like 6 months and we're finally starting to see the end of the tunnel. So anyway, thank you guys. I just wanted to thank you guys, all the subscribers to my channel, for hanging on. Even though I only have like 83, that's still more to me than I would ever hope for. So thank you guys anyways. Today I wanted to bring you guys some information on my channel, and also I wanted to talk to you guys about the upgrades that I've done on my PC as of recent, and kind of just general life stuff as well. So I guess we'll talk about the general life stuff first, and then the information for my channel, and then the PC. So general life stuff, like I told you guys, the shower is leaking. It's been going on for like 6 months. If you want, like, the shower is leaking from under the shower, or was leaking from under the shower and seeping through our tiles in the apartment. So yeah, it's been a mess. And then right now we have like a machine in the bathroom that's kind of like cleaning up the humidity that has been soaking up under the tiles. In my opinion, it's not doing great as far as like outside of the bathroom, but anyways, that's my opinion. Because the water is all the way out into the kitchen, and it even went into our bedroom. So yeah, it's been a mess, and I really hope we get to the end of the tunnel and I get to get a shower again, because I haven't had a shower in 6 freaking months. Yippee! Anyways, information for my channel. Yeah, I really wanted to like apologize to the people that have been watching me, even though I am a small content creator as of right now. I wanted to say to my 83 subscribers on YouTube or any other channel that I have, thank you so much. Thank you for staying sub to my channel. It really helps me out. It keeps the confidence in me to keep filming. Well, I have to say, as of late, I haven't been really doing anything, and I'm sorry. I just haven't had the dedication. I haven't had the strength of making videos. And today I just woke up, man, and I just feel like doing it. So yeah. Well, let's make a video. Anyways, so we're going to jump into my internet browser, and I'm going to show you guys the upgrades that I bought for my PC, and then I will show you guys the PC from where it is installed right now and what I did, because I can't really move it anymore. But what I can do is show you guys with the camera what I did, like the wiring and all that. And yeah, so let's jump into it. Okay guys, so here we are. We're in the order list of Amazon. So I just wanted to give out a shout out to Virtual Reality Oasis on YouTube. This is where I got my idea from, or the idea from, I mean. So first off, I want to show you guys these cables. It's for the virtual reality headset, and they are basically 5-meter cables, USB 3.0, and you also, when you're buying these cables, you need to remember that you have the Android power socket on it, and that's just to make sure that the signal goes from the computer to your virtual reality headset. So for me, I bought 2 of them because I needed to have one that was long enough to go to the ceiling for one of my sensors for my VR headset. So to the right, I'll show you guys that a bit. And then the one for the left, since the computer is right next to me, I didn't need to have one. However, I did need another one, so second one for the VR headset, since the virtual reality headset that I have, the Oculus Rift, needs USB 3.0 cable. So I got a 5-meter extension for that. And then as far as the other cable that is like the instrumental for this, you need the HDMI cable. So I got a 5-meter extension as well. And with this, it's a little bit like the 3.0 cables, the USB 3.0 cables. Instead of having power that's through a micro USB, a relay for the HDMI cable. So this is what you're seeing here at $12.99. I bought this one because it seemed like it was good quality, and it's honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. It's in metal, so that's not bad. I did have troubles, however, with the VR headset because it wasn't plugged in the right way at first. So I had, instead of having the input coming from the computer, I had the output coming from the computer into the input, and it made the signaling in the headset, it wouldn't even display a display. So I also had to reboot a few times before my computer was able to see or give signal through the HDMI cable. The USB 3.0 connected directly, I had no problems with that, but the HDMI, the 5-meter extension, kind of causes problems. I think when you're hooking it up the first time, I think the computer doesn't realize it's there the first time, so I had to reboot my computer like 5 times before it realized that the headset was actually connected through the cable. And then, as you guys can see, I got the USB power switch, and then I also have a 3-meter micro USB, and I also got a 5-meter micro USB cable. As far as what is on top here, it's like a wiring sleeve, so you can put the wires through it. Virtual Reality Oasis, in his video, it looked like he had the biggest size that he could find. I thought that, like, I think I got a 120 or something like that. So that the cable sleeve is important, by the way, because imagine that you put your extension cable from your computer to further away for your headset, and that like you have an animal like I do, my 2 ferrets and my 2 cats, and then they decide to munch on the cable as well. The cable sleeve will help protect them, and it's also, I think, an anti-fire hazard thing, if I remember correctly from his video. Anyway, so it's kind of cool because when you put the cable together and you have in that cable sleeve, it kind of looks like a cable from the Matrix, man. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm plugging it in, I'm going into the Matrix, guys. Peace out. It's actually, it looks really cool. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Afterwards, I have the wall mounts, like I told you guys. So instead of me putting them on the walls, I decided to put them on the ceiling. It just made more sense for my setup. You guys will see it's actually a fairly small setup. And then, as you guys can see, I also got some SATA cables. So these I have received everything, and the SATA cables are for my Seagate 2 terabyte Barracuda. I could have gotten, like, I wanted to get a bigger hard drive, right? But the problem for me was kind of, I don't know. I just feel like starting with a 2 terabyte, and then later on, if I really want to get a massive hard drive, like an 8 terabyte Barracuda, then I probably will. I wanted also to get a 2 terabyte because I read some comments on the Barracudas that didn't really please me. It's kind of like some people were saying that the Barracudas are like recycled hard drives. So other people have already used them, basically. So I guess I will see, and that's why I wanted to stay at a lower price. I could have gone 1 terabyte to test it out, but as far as the space that I need for right now, 2 terabytes I think will suffice largely. So yeah, that's good. And then lastly, the cool thing that I got that I really enjoyed, however, a little defect when I got them, I'll tell you guys that in a second. So these Deep Cool RFM 120 millimeter fans are freaking amazing. They came in a 5-pack, and they're worth $49.99. And these fans, for this price, I could not find any other RGB fans at this price that came with as many fans as it does, and it comes with the utility that it comes with, like being able to sync it up to your computer's what is mine called, Aorus Elite RGB Fusion. I think it's the RGB Fusion program. it's like it lets you sync your motherboard lights with the RGB fans at the same time. And I could not find another pack for this money on Amazon. The day I went shopping for this, by the way, I think it was like the 20th of May. I could not find one that was like as cheap as this one, to be honest. All the other ones for the 5 packs, I mean, you have like the Corsair RGB ones, they're going for like 22 bucks, 23 euros each. It's insane. It's crazy. However, I have to say, when I got one of my when I got the Deep Cool fan pack, I opened it up and I had realized that one of the fans, I had spin them all so I could check them, and I had realized that one of the freaking fans was doing like a noise when I was spinning them. It was like clack 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 clack, and I realized at the back that where there's the plastic structuring, I had realized that like it was bent into the fan, so the fan, every time it would hit the plastic, would make this noise. So what I did is I took a hair dryer because I realized, I was like, okay, it's brittle, but I can do this. I took the hair dryer and put it on the plastic for like a good minute and a half until it got really warm, and then I took a screwdriver that I had and kind of like pried it against the edge of the fan and pulled it up, and I was able to rebend the plastic correctly. So now it's in my computer and it looks freaking sweet. I will show you guys in a second as well. So there you go. That's the rundown as far as the PC upgrades that I'm doing. That I'm still, as you guys can see, I'm still missing my hard drive. I have received everything else except for the hard drive. I think I explained everything to you guys, right? Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you the PC and the upgrades that I have done for this year. So, first off, the sensors for the Oculus Rift. It's a nice little Oculus Rift headset. I don't know if you guys can see it, it's so dark. Also, my fiance bought me my gaming chair. I don't know if I had shown this gaming chair yet. We bought it at Leclerc here in France, and it's just amazing. And yeah, don't mind the mess behind. That's just for the VR setup. I just put everything in the back. As you guys can see, we have like the ferrets there. Normally they're over here behind me. The dryer is normally in the bathroom. Oh yeah, you guys, before I show you my computer, I'm gonna show you the bathroom. You guys have to see this, man. This is insane, dude. Look at this. Look at this, man. It's a fucking mess, dude. So yeah, this is the machine that's supposed to be running. We cut it off right now because it spins 1,300 or 500 watts each hour. It's freaking insane, and our insurance is supposed to pay it back normally after the construction or the dehumidification is done. So yeah, we're just waiting for this process to be done. But just to show you guys, check this out. Yeah, you feel the water. Look at this. Look at this, man. It just keeps coming out. It's freaking insane. So yeah, the machine should be on right now, but just so you guys realize like where we are right now, we're in the third week of this machine. It's supposed to be gone within it's supposed to last like 3 to 4 weeks normally. It's not supposed to last this long. So yeah, we're hoping we're almost at the end of the tunnel, man, because I'm just tired of this crap. I just want my shower back. I mean, just look at all the mess, man. It's freaking insane. I hate living in this crap. Anywho, so that's that. And yeah, so because of these this construction or renovation, if you want, and this is why it's just a freaking mess in my living room. Anyway, all right, back on track. So yeah, the PC setup. Here, I don't know. There you go. Nice setup, right? Pretty cool. I love it. I'm proud. I walk home every day. I come in my door and I'm like, damn. I'm proud of that, man. I'm proud. Alright, so yeah, the sensors, like I was telling you guys earlier, right? So one of the 5-meter cables is coming from here, and then dropping down. Whoa. Hold on, it's having a hard time focusing. There you go. So yeah, one of the cables is coming down, up, down to the computer down here. The second sensor, I didn't need to get one because the cable was long enough. And then the VR cable, so I keep it here on the side. I have it running from the computer over there behind this table and then coming out from the side. So this VR cable resembles like this at the end. There you go. Check it out. Right, so you have the USB 3.0 5-meter cable, and then the HDMI 5-meter cable, and then the HDMI cable starts here, right? You have the repeater on the bottom, you have the port on the top for the USB 3.0, and then you have the connection for the micro USB to power the USB 3.0. So yeah, this is the cable sleeve that I was talking about, if you guys can see it good. And it goes all the way along until you get to the back of the computer, and then it resembles like this, kind of lets the cables hang out. And mind you that the 5-meter cable also has the micro USB hooked up into it. They both have to have them. Up, there you go. Alright, so as far as the back of the computer, I've done some upgrades because before I hadn't done this. So I arranged all the cables behind the computer as much as I could. I kind of like tied them up and put some electrical tape around them so they could all be arranged and not like on the floor, so my ferrets can't really munch on them. I mean, they're not really big munchers as far as cables go. They're actually pretty good about that, but you know, I prefer taking my precaution. So I went ahead and did that, and because the thing with ferrets is like as far as cables go, they don't normally munch on them. Sometimes, not all the time, but the thing that's annoying with them is they play everywhere. Everywhere you let them go, they will go. So that's why I kind of put the cables up, so I don't have the ferrets playing in my cables and then like maybe, you know, pooping on the cables or pissing on the cables. I mean, as you guys can see, there's a little bit that's like on the floor, but not as much as there could be if I hadn't done this correctly, right? Okay, so, and I also used the back of my monitor to basically hook up all the cables onto this little latch that's on the back of the monitor. Okay, so the cable is here, the one that's for the headsets, right? And then you have the two USB micro USB that are right here, that's hooked into the power plug that I have for my PC. And then you have the HDMI that's here, right? And then basically all the plugs. These are the two sensor plugs, and then this plug is the headset plug for the USB 3.0. And that's that. That's the setup as far as the cable management goes. I also, if you guys take a look, I also have it to where these how do you call these, charging blocks are latched onto the table, or this metal table if you want, with duct tape, so that works really good. As far as the computer goes, so here's the fans, and the major modification that I made to the case is, so with both of the cases for my fiance and I, we realized that the fans in the front were not getting enough air to be able to let air in and flow out through the back. So what we did is that, or what I did, is that I cut out the plastic here. It's why it's not very shabby, right? It's not, I mean, it's straight and round in some areas, but I did my best I could with the tools that I had, and I basically dremeled out like this in a circle, cut out the plastic, and then I put new fans in. The old red fans that you guys had seen in my older videos, they're now going to be part of my fiance's computer, so I have to put them in. I've yet to put them in. You guys might ask why. Well, Frenchie, why didn't you put a second fan on the bottom? Well, that that answer is because the USB 3.0 cable that is like here where the second fan is supposed to go is actually blocking the ability for me to place it correctly, because if I had a micro ATX board, motherboard, I would be able to place a second fan there. However, since I have an ATX board, the case hasn't been designed to have that second fan there if you plug in the USB 3.0 for the front ports. So yeah, kind of out of luck on that one, but it's okay. I mean, look, you have the fan there in the back. That's not bad, right? I have a fan on the top, fan on the side. I mean, it's looking good. So the airflow in my case goes out through or in through the front, right? I have this fan on the bottom here blowing up into the video card. This fan on the back here is blowing out, and then the fan on top is blowing out. And then, well, the fan on the CPU is just blowing into the CPU, right? And then I also have the power supply fan on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it. Most likely not. Anyway, so the power supply is blowing down. So I guess I don't know if that's the best setup for the fan, since the power supply is blowing down and then the other one is blowing up. But the thing is, if I had put the fan blowing down, the problem is the fan wouldn't have it wouldn't have been the best circulation, since the power supply, the metal, was on top, since the fan is blowing near the bottom. So yeah, I felt like this was the best airflow I could come up with as far as my PC goes. So that's that. What other things that I did? Yes, I redid some of the cable management inside the case. So now it's very neat, very clean looking. It looks just awesome. And then for the second hard drive, it's going to go on the bottom here. There is space on the bottom to put 2 other hard drives. So yeah, that's the modification, guys, as of right now. PC's looking sweet, the setup's looking sweet. Well, the cable management, I guess I could do better some point, but for now it suffices and it's good enough. There you go. That be the setup for now. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you like my content, and I just want to say this because I have to say it. I'm not the best video maker. I only have a little camera to make some videos, so I hope that doesn't annoy anybody. I mean, it probably will, but whatever, you know. I love you guys anyway. And yeah, peace out.